Hey guys, me and team here, and I'm bringing you a 2-on-2 game between, Cameron, Red Terran, myself, Blue Zerg, and a Protoss Craven, and another Zerg, Boof, I guess. A couple of you have been asking, me and team, where's your Civ 5 videos? And, well, I don't have the game yet, but I will be getting it shortly. Right now, midweek, it's a little hard for me to, pick up a new game and really get into the depths of it. But I'll probably play my first non-beta game as an online Let's Play, or maybe I'll wait till this weekend and do a multiplayer game with the Polycast crew, similar to the one I did with Mao Zedong for Civ 4. And because I do have a recording software that gives smaller file sizes now, I may or may not be able to get through the whole game. We'll see. But yeah, it should be interesting, I think. Anyway, my opponent scouts out Purple Zerg, nothing special here, and no super early spawning pool or anything of that sort. And I get in here and start doing my normal little patrol nonsense, going in circles, absolutely. Well, more like square / trapezoid type deals. Anyway, I like doing this because if they go for 2-gate early, it's really, they have to reveal it to you. There's just no choice. Well, because they're not going to be able to kill this drone before their 2-gate would be viable. And it takes like no APM at all to set a patrol queue like this. So awesome. And I do get to see the cybernetics core that way. Still not too much happening from Zerg. So yeah. Now, this game is interesting, and it might bring back some memories of the first. Yeah, I saw that, and I dropped the Roach Warren before I realized it was the Cyber Core. Then I saw the Cyber Core, I'm like, whatever. Yeah, I might want the Roaches anyway, and I'm kind of high on minerals. But yeah, this might bring back memories of the very first Starcraft 2 game I uploaded, because, well, it'll happen soon. There we go. Yeah. Cameron did not leave on me. He disconnected. His internet connection screwed him over. So now I'm on my own against 2 players. Now this isn't high tier Diamond League, but it's low tier Diamond League. We're talking around 400 rating ish type stuff or 500 rating ish stuff. So nothing impressive. But my opponents were, I believe, favored in this matchup, and now I'm 1-on-2. That's cute. So my response to this is, well, let's go with the Terran Bio Ball, the A move, Marines stuff, and I actually go 3 reactors on each of these barracks, and then 1 tech lab just for shields, upgrades, and stim, what have you. Obviously, I was a little deficient on scouting compared to what I normally would be because I'm trying to micro 2 bases. As for what I did on this side, well, I'm stocking up a bunch of gas and minerals because the Terran guys, minerals are going to me too now. But I'm going to go Hydras in addition to the Marines. Just pure, Bio Ball. But with the Zerg version included in that particular equation. I do get some Roaches out. I was actually, when they killed one of my units down here, and I did leave like a Zergling down here or something. Or, I don't know. Yeah, I did, because I sent 1 to the watchtower and 1 down there. So they killed that, and that made me feel that they're pushing out. So I got a couple Roaches, started cranking Marines. Pretty much going to be cranking Marines for this whole game. And no range upgrade on the Hydras yet. But I think that's a really important upgrade on the Hydras, because it gives them one of their few advantages over the Terran Bio Ball or Stalkers, is that they have good range. Kind of an awkward thing to give Zerg, and give them a slow unit with high range and good DPS. But that's what Hydralisks are. And, well, they have their uses. I'm starting to get more used to Zerg ground and when it applies. It seems like every Protoss lately goes really heavy Stalkers. And if they don't, they go Void Rays. So, Hydralisks are like artificially good in that matchup just because they go Mass Gateway and then don't wind up with anything in terms of Colossus. Or, to a lesser extent, I don't know why Purple backed off there, I guess to get help from his teammate. High Templar Psi Storm or really good Sentry Micro force fields can be a problem as well. Although when it comes to sentries and force fields, it's really just a question of where you're engaging your opponent and your micro against their micro. That's pretty much all it is. Even very good force field play can be beaten if good micro and you're not engaging them at like a narrow choke or something. So there is that. That's I don't fear force fields too much when there's a lot of wide open space like there is on this map. Plus, Zerg doesn't really have any way to wall off. The ramps are wide. Just not a great map for a force field to be a dominant force. And as you can see, Protoss isn't even doing that. I'll bring up the units lost tab here. Well, I'm doing the best, and Red is also me, so there you go. I guess he blocked himself off here. I don't know what he was afraid of. Maybe that was an accident, because there's no way he thought I was going to push out with just me when I didn't even go Lings. Now this is a move I see sometimes from Zerg, and as a Zerg player I really don't understand it. Yeah, second in-base hatchery really limits what you can fund. Oh, and oh yeah, he comes up and hits my worker line, and this is just a nightmare. Having harassment on potentially 2 bases, and you have to micro them both. I was afraid of that. So actually what I did was I just left a set of Marines lazy, just standing in the middle lines. And I also am going to train up another Queen and leave a couple Hydras over here. I know it's not a perfect solution, but when you're this outmatched in terms of opposing APM versus your own, you really just don't want to lose your workers and to get screwed over. Nice average APM on Red, because he quit the game. So I'm trying to compensate a little bit, but as you can see, it's still not overly demanding because I just decided to go with a build that allows me to attack move, and I'm going to do that. And I did send a Zergling down here, and they were guarding this, so I suspected an expansion. I was right. I get pincered, but the Zerglings aren't really too much. And for whatever reason, they just don't have the forces to keep up with this. I don't know why. That's kind of odd. So I actually get to attack move and destroy their expo. Oh, I guess it's because Zerg has way too many resources. I'm not sure what he's doing. As you can see, he sent some mutas over here, but they didn't do anything because I had some Hydras and Queens. And now his few mutas come back. You really need 2 base to fund any decent number of mutas, and it shows here. So now Zerg is wisely, considering my unit composition is pretty much all light, he's going to transition into Banelings. And Protoss, I'm not sure what Protoss is doing. I guess trying to think of what to do. He's trying to go Psionic Storm. There's just not enough time for that. I mean, I'm knocking on his door with a lot of forces. It's really not a realistic play on his part. I guess there really wasn't anything he could do after I wiped out his expansion, though. And if I were him, I'd probably just got more Zealots and Stalkers and hoped the Banelings could come in time, rather than spending nothing. But, whatever. This is kind of a bad position for him to be in anyway. And oh man, here comes lots and lots of Banelings. And oh, that just hurts. Oh, that's painful. It's fun when you're the one doing it, but getting hit by that, oh, it sucks. But at this point, it's 2-on-1 in my favor in terms of production potential, just because I wiped out all of the Protoss ability to build anything at all. So Zerg can produce Banelings, although, as I pointed out earlier, you really don't have the resources to fund a second in-base hatchery without an expansion. So he's going to be somewhat capped by his minerals, I believe. Yeah, minerals. And I'm just going to mow down the Protoss. Just strict, straight-up attack move. I didn't even get Hydralisk range. I mean, I just really spammed out units constantly. Dead, and dead. Okay. So, Craven throws in the towel here. He usually doesn't have much. He's not going to escape with his probes. And plus, I'm not going to cut down on the pressure here. So that'll take care of that. And now all you have left is our Zerg friend. And he's going the ultimate counter to light units for Zerg. I think he does have the speed bonus on them. Yes. Yeah, so they're pretty fast too, rolling around like that. But he only has 47 supply. I have 77. Terran is 9. Yeah, and this is just silly what you can do with a bunch of reactors. I actually built another barracks and then didn't wind up using it because I'm stupid. Anyway, going in. And, oh, once again, just acid death everywhere. I mean, look at that carnage. That's painful. And your banelings really do eat up the light armored stuff pretty severely. But in this case, it's just a numbers game. He doesn't have access to more banelings now. He's used them up, and limited production from these two hatcheries, especially since he lost his queen somehow. And I'm just rallying more units here. Well, I didn't. I'm rallying them to there, but then attack moving down. And it's just too much in terms of numbers. So that will be good game. See you next time.